All right, looks like I'm live. Let me make sure everything's working here. Let's go to my page. All right, looks like I'm live. Yep, let me make sure everything's working here. Okay, so we're live streaming on YouTube. I'm live streaming on Facebook. So for my Facebook friends, if you want to see the YouTube live stream, then just go to my YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and give you the link for that. And then you can join us over on YouTube. So let me go to my Facebook and let me drop the link for you. Go right in here. Go right in here on YouTube. Okay. So I just dropped the link on over to YouTube on the Facebook. So if you want to come join us on YouTube, you can comment. I'll be watching the comments. And today I have to process some photos because I did a photo shoot for this client and I need to process the photos and put them online so the client can pick their choice photos for retouching. Okay. Oh, I don't know why that happened. Okay, back with you. Um, so let's make sure I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I'm sharing my screen. That's great. Love that. And my audio should be coming through good. Let's just do a double check on the audio on YouTube here. Good. Yep. Audio is coming through on YouTube. Let's check the audio coming through on the Facebook Live. And then you can join us over Yep. on audio's coming through on YouTube. That's good. That's working. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process these photos. This is a typical uh, photo shoot day. Okay. So I did photos this morning and now I have to process the photos. It was only three people, it wasn't a whole bunch, but it's the same amount of work to do one or 20, right? So I still have to come home and process the photos. So these are the photos here. So let me go ahead. Let me see. I was running something over here. Um, I guess it's done. Let me let me go over here and I'm going to say save images and export. And I've got a special um, script that generates all the exported images. So originally, all these photos are in ORF format. That's the format my camera shoots in, ORF. So that's it right there, ORF. So um, you got to process the photos because my customer's not going to know what to do with the ORF, right? They have no clue. So um, let's see where these images are being saved. Um, I don't know where they're being saved. That's not good. Maybe it's in the local folder. Let's find out. Um, this is the local folder here, but I've got a process running. So I can't very well do that. Let's go to the folder. Let's go to the folder. Where's the folder? Where's the folder? Um, it is down here, down here, down here, down here, down here. So there's no subfolder yet. So I don't know where those images are being saved right now. Um, okay, let's just do it our own. Let's do a save images, save images. My machine is being really funky right now. There we go. There's my dialogue. Okay. So we want to save in the same folder. That's that's key. We want to save in the same folder. And then we are going to export JPEGs. Size 10 is fine. I don't need absolute biggest size. These are just for internal use, basically. So I'm going to say save, and now we're going to get a folder full of images. So let's go back over here. Oh, I can't do that right now. Well, yeah, I can. Okay. Um, let's go here to folders. Okay, folders. Okay, so here's our images. I don't see a new folder yet. Let's see what's going on over here. Sounds like it's working. Phyllis Bernadette Gosiogo. Sorry, I'm on Zoom right now. Okay. So, yeah, my machine's super slow right now. Okay. Let's go look in the folder again. Oh, it's actually putting them in the same folder. Huh. No wonder why. I thought it was putting them in a subfolder. Silly me. Let's go ahead and make an exports folder. Because that's what I would typically do. I would do an exports folder. Don't you get it? You know, like if you call someone and they don't pick up, there's a reason. So if you call me and I'm busy, I'm not picking up. I don't care how many times you call. Okay. Simple as that. Okay. So here's all the exports. Okay, so let's see if it's done. How many files we got here? We got 154 files, and none of these are JPEGs. Oh, no, we do have some more. Unless that's them. Yeah, that's them. Okay, so I think that's all our shots right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these, give them a quick once over. I know they're all good because I saw them when I took the pictures. So I'm just gonna kind of go through them real quick. If there's any like bad shots where the light wasn't right or where their eyes are closed or they got a goofy face, I'm just gonna delete those. So we're just gonna see he's a little squinty on that one. So I would say no to that one. Okay. His chin's too high, but I'm gonna keep it in there just so he can learn from that because that's what I do is I teach people as I'm shooting with them the best way to position themselves. So this is our next gentleman here. That it's kind of sleepy-eyed on that one. Let's go through them and see. Maybe that's just his natural. Yeah, just kind of depends. There's an eyes closed right there. Delete and this guy here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Funny eyes. Okay. All right, so that's all of them. So this one here, where he's kind of sleepy, I can get rid of that one, right? Because that's not really a professional photo. Okay, so all these are ready to go for the client. So now all I have to do is upload them and send them an email. So I'll do that later. I'm not going to bore you with that. Um, well, I will start the upload though, just to show you. Um, so I go to my Google Photos, say that 5 times fast, Google Photos, and I drag this folder right into Google Photos, and then I wait for it to upload. And then once it uploads, I name it and create a link. So that's what I'm going to do. So while that's happening, I'll scroll through some of the photos here. These are some of the photo shoots that I've done. So lots of fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff. All kinds of professionals. Tons and tons of professionals. I mainly work with professional people, lawyers, attorneys, doctors, um, all kinds of entrepreneurs. So if you need some great photos, you know who to call, thekingofheadshots.com. That's my little saying when I go out networking. Okay, so it looks like that's done. So I'm going to create an album, and this album is going to be called 08 dash 12 dash 25 E let's say just photo proofs. Okay. And then we're going to do a check mark, and then I'm going to do a share, and I'm going to do a create link. So now I can create a link to my client's photos. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start a new email. And I am going to wait on Google. Okay. And I'm going to paste a link into this email and say your proofs are ready. So this is what I always do with my clients. So I always create an email and send them the proof link. So I'll write something, appropriate here, but I always send a proof link, and then that proof link goes right to their photos, and then they just simply click on the photo to see it large, and then once it's large, you can just kind of arrow your way through them right and left and take a look at them. So, it's real easy for clients to look at their photos and choose the one that they like. And then I'll do a little editing on it. This is straight out of the camera. So these photos have not been retouched. Nothing has happened to these photos after they came out of the camera. Like you just saw, I just exported them from the raw um, camera format, the ORF format. So anyway, that is processing photos. It's not a very hard thing to do, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate that task. So what I can do is I can write a program. Let's go ahead and map it out. Let's go ahead and map it out. So I'm going to go over here to, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to go over here. Okay, yeah. So this is 812. This is my daily note. So if you haven't seen it, I have a knowledge-based system, and every day a note gets created here. So this is Sublime Text. This is my favorite text editor. And what I do is I create a note every day based on well, not based on anything. Um, just just to create a note, because as I'm working throughout the day, there comes moments like this right now, and I need to create a note, right? So what I do is I go in here and I just create a note. So I was talking about creating a photo processing app. And that photo processing app will download .orf files from a card, and then it will create a client folder, and then it will process the RAWs into JPEG, and then upload photos to Google Photos. And then it will create a share link and then create an email template, email from template for client. Okay, so this will be my new photo processing app that I will be creating. It's basically automating the steps on my computer, because all this happens on my computer. So I'm going to write a script that will go do all these things. Okay. That is very possible in this day and age with AI. I don't know about you, but I am loving AI. I do all kinds of things with it. Let me show you a couple of things I'm doing with it. I'm going to go refresh my water real quick. So hang tight and let me put on, well, I'm not going to put on any music because I don't want to get slammed from YouTube for a copyright violation. So I'll just talk to you while I'm getting my water here. Uh, so one of the things I've been working on is a knowledge-based system because everyone needs a knowledge-based system. Okay, that's enough water for now. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so knowledge-based system. Let me tell you about my knowledge-based system. So here's a note that I created um, today. Actually, my system automatically created it. I didn't do anything extra. I just opened up my editor and it was there, right? Um, and if we go look on my file system in my folders here, let's see, which folder is this? Let's go to transcripts. Okay, I need to get back to these transcripts. Maybe we can work on that. So, let's see, where am I going? I'm gonna go to KB. Okay, so if we look at the KB folder, um, there's bookmarks, there's media, there's notes, there's projects, and within projects, we have scripts, we have tasks, and we have templates and Zoom. So these are all text files. So if we go in here to daily, we can see a whole bunch of text files, right? So these text files are .md files. Well, this, what you're looking at on the screen, is a .md file, okay? So these .md files that I have here, these are all part of my knowledge base. And the best way to keep text or the best way to keep information for longevity, for being able to use it many, many, many years into the future is text. Because if you put it in some proprietary format, database, or text, archiving system, then most likely it's going to have its own format. And the drawback to that is you got to use that app to get to that data, right? But if the data is in text-based format, then it's a lot easier to deal with in the future. So, this is what my knowledge-based system is based on. It's based on text files. And if I show you this part right here, so this part, this part here is my folder system, right? Um, and but I don't have to create any of those folders. My programs create it all. So let's go over here to to a browser. Just go to this browser window here.
Way easier to.
Oh, I don't want them. Let's create a new window. Okay. And I'm going to go over here to my dashboard. Actually, that's the wrong dashboard. Let's go to this dashboard. Okay. So here's my dashboard. So this is my knowledge base dashboard. And I created all this with AI. I wrote the code. So there's a lot of aspects to this. It's a daily journal, it's a note system, it's a bookmarking system, it's a task manager, it's a project manager. It's all these things that I need to do on a regular basis. And I need to have it all contained in basically one place. That's in my knowledge base. So if we go here to the dynamic view for my knowledge base, I can see all the notes that I put in. So I have tons of stuff in here, right? Anytime I do something on my computer that generates data, I put it in my knowledge base. If I'm doing something that requires a link, I put it in my knowledge base. So for instance, I can come over here to my KB notes page and I can create a new URL. So let's say KB URL, and we're going to do an add, and then we're going to add the link that I just created, this link here, just for the hell of it. Why not? I have the link. I can use it. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to say um, 08/12/25 photo proofs. And I'm just going to say proofs. These are my tags over here. So I'm going to say proofs, photos, client, and headshots. That's enough. Oh, what happened? Oh, I typed it wrong. KB rule I put. KB URL. And I don't need two L's. I just need one L. Okay. So I just, oh, oh, that should be a link. Dummy. Dummy. Let's do that again. See, my system is smart. It knows. I've got error checking in there. So when I make stupid mistakes, it catches me. Okay, that should work. There we go. So what it did was it created a bookmark and gave it an identifier number, and then it put it into the system with these tags. So let's go back over to my KB URLs, and you see right here, 812 photo proofs. So I can just click on that, and I can go right to the photo proofs. Okay. So it's very handy to have your own knowledge-based system, because let's just say I wanted to search for Git, not fit, Git. Okay. So I search for Git, and over here I've got a link to the Claude Code Git agent, right? So now I can just go right to that link. So it's really handy for just dropping information into the system, and then when you need it, it's there. Okay. Um, Let me show you this other thing that I have since I'm here. I'm creating a business directory. So here's the start of the directory. It's called local business directory. And you can list your business. So no matter where you're at, in the US, some other country, whatever, you can list your business. So here's me. I just added me in here, Ace Digital Productions. Okay. And then I'm still working on this page, but this is how it looks so far. You'll be able to add photos and videos and all that. And if you want to get your name in the hat, so to speak, then you can go to localbusinessnow.com. And when you go to localbusinessnow.com, this is what you'll see. And it's basically just a landing page with a couple of sample listings and then a form to fill out your information. So if you'd like to get on my business page, if you'd like to get on my business listing page, local business now page, then go ahead and fill this out, and then you get on the business directory. Now, I got a whole plan for this business directory, so keep on watching. It'll be coming out on videos here as I work on this and get it ready. But it's going to be great for any kind of business, free listing. I just want to help you network and then help myself network. So there's a referral based thing. There may be some affiliate program later on, for paid services or something like that. But right now, it's just a free listing. So come claim your free listing at localbusinessnow.com. So that's the website right there, localbusinessnow.com. And if you go to that website, then you can get your listing right here on the business directory. So later on, this is going to be a really cool website. It's going to have all kinds of features where you can upload, get reviews, put in all your contact information, add photos, add videos, add updates of whatever's happening in your store or whatever, grand opening or special product announcements. You can advertise, you can do all that stuff, right? Um, so that's going to be great. And then I'm developing a product to sell, and you may want this product. Let me show you what it does. I'm just starting to develop it. I just started, I think, yesterday or the day before. Um, and this is I haven't come up with a name yet. Uh, let's just call it KB Zoom for now. That's the working title. Okay. Because it's part of my knowledge base. And I called it KB Zoom in the code. So right now it's called KB Zoom. That's the working title. So what it does is it takes all those Zoom folders that you have on your computer. You may not even know you have them, okay? But you have them. You have Zoom folders for every single Zoom that you've been on if you save the chat, right? When you're on a Zoom and they say save the chat, if you save the chat, then you have the Zoom files on your computer. And if you record videos, then you also have the videos and you also have audios and you can also have transcripts. So basically, what I'm doing is I keep all my Zoom records, right? So these are all my Zoom records. And I have over 267 recordings with Zoom. So what I can do is I can write a program that goes through all those folders and sucks out all the data and then makes it usable for me, right? So I did that. So I created People Directory. So People Directory is a program that sucks all the data out of the Zoom folders and catalogs it for me. So I can see how many times I've been in meetings with people. I can see how many messages that they have posted. And then I can get their contact info as well if they dropped their contact info into the chat. Okay. Um, so it's a really great system. Um, basically, I can take all your Zooms and turn it into a spreadsheet of data for you. Okay. So let me show you that. I actually did that, and it's right here. So this is a spreadsheet with over 800 names, I think. Let me scroll down here. Yeah. So I've got about 800 or so names generate. So did Zoom crash? No. Zoom's still going. I got a crash report. No, looks like it's fine. Let me go check. Let me go check the stream and see if it's live. Oh, that's not the right stream. Let's go over here and go to YouTube and go to my page and go here. Let's go. Yep, I'm coming through loud and clear. Okay, that's good. Okay, so back to the contact list. So basically I pulled all these names and emails and phone numbers out of the the Zoom contact. So if you would like to have me process your um, records, then get in touch with me. You can go to askwaynenow.com and schedule a time with me there if you'd like. If you'd like help with anything, if you need photo or video help, if you need programming or automation, business automation help, I can certainly help with that. So, yeah, just get in touch with me. That's about all I've got for you. I've got to go finish up this client and then do some other stuff. So, have a great day. Just a little short Zoom. I may come back later with some more stuff, but got to go right now. Peace out.